Lesson 4, how to fill your glass of time. So now that you've learned the basic principles, let's get practical. I use a metaphor that is very helpful, since it's still so many people around you who will talk about that you don't have time. We easily slip into that. We think we don't have time. But when you think about your time as a glass, you will see that I have this. I have my 168 hours. I've chosen a week because if you can manage your week in a good way, you can manage your life in a good way. A days will change, it's a little bit too much variation, but a week, if you get that covered, you're gonna be fine. So in each week, every typical week, you need to fill it in the right order. Remember that I talked about energy. 8 out of 10 struggle with energy. So you need to take care of your energy. That's the first thing that goes into your glass. The first thing you make sure you don't take away, so to speak. You don't let anyone take it. You just plan that in first. Taking care of your basic needs. Very basic needs. So basic, we take them for granted. We are actually the only animal who kind of don't sleep as much as we need. So the first thing we need to take care of are our needs, our basic needs, the really basic ones. We need to sleep, we need to eat, we need to move. Too often we take this away because it's so easy to get to it. It was different just a number of generations ago. But if you sleep enough, you eat well, and you move regularly, you will have energy. Then there is this fourth parameter that people don't realize how incredibly much energy goes into that. If your relationships are not optimal, if you have a if you live with someone, and that could be your parents, your children, your partner, and your relationship is actually draining you and you have conflicts or you don't feel any warmth anymore, that drains more energy than anything else. So you need to take care of those things first. Actually make sure you have time. Again, we take it for granted. We live together, we see each other all the time, but are you present? Make sure that you have daily routines in which you connect with the people who really matter to you. Of course, the same goes for other people you meet. It can be colleagues and neighbors. You can choose another level of how much you spend time with them, but it's still important. So be aware of all your relationships. Are they draining you or are they giving you energy? That's a super important key. And I know it's not easy to do in just one of these principles, but be aware of it. Take care of your basic needs, take care of your relationships, and then you have a great foundation. Then the other 10% I was talking about, the ones who don't really know what they want with their lives, it's often because they do so many other things that when they get to the end of the glass, there's no time left for their passion, and then they lose track of it. So you actually have to put in time. I call it want time. So you got the need time, then you got the want time. Put in the want time first. And this is what people struggle with. I can't do that. I have so many things I have to do first. Put in some want time. And if your current lifestyle is like so crazy that there is no time, 5 minutes. 5 minutes a day that are yours. Start with that. You can have an alarm on your phone. 5 minutes. My 5 minutes. Oh yeah, now. And it can be just sitting still, quiet, and do nothing, but just stop letting everything else rush around in your head. Preferably it's a lot more. It can be like, for me, it would be my writing books or going out in the forest, whatever it is that you really, really want. And even if you don't know what you want, then give yourself 5 minutes. So we got the needs, we got the want. And what that does is it takes away another category of time called waste time. The time when you just do things without thinking about them. Maybe you're just like relaxing on the couch and there's Netflix and there's social media and boom, 3 hours are gone. That time will go away once you have your energy and your want. I'm not saying that it's bad to relax with Netflix or whatever. It's all your choice. It's not what you do, it's why you do it. So if you do it because you just don't know what else to do or because you're just too tired, then it's waste. If you do it because now I want to watch that series, that's perfectly fine. Then it's actually a want. Then we have, of course, what is in most people's glasses when they start working with me, a big blob of I should do this, I should do that, I have to do this, I have no choice. First of all, when I work with them, I talk to them, you have a choice, you always have a choice. You might not like the outcome of making another choice, but there are always choices, and there are always more choices than we think. Anyway, these shoulds That's what we can apply time management techniques on. And one of the things that I talk even more about in the masterclass is look at it as business cases. If I spend 5 hours doing this, what do I gain? What does it cost me? It costs me time, it costs me energy. What could I do instead? What am I gaining? Or I'm gaining a clean house, or I'm gaining a stronger body, or I'm gaining whatever it is. Weigh these and see, is this a good business case? And if it isn't, can I make it better? So the last bit is what you're actually using time management on. So let me recap how to fill your glass of time. Let's start with your needs so that you get the energy. And the needs include the basic ones, physical ones. Sleep, eat, move, and relationships. Almost the most important of all. Then we want time in your glass. Something you have wanted to do for a long time and haven't done, or something you're already doing but a little more, or if you don't really know what, your 5 minutes a day of figuring that out. And then the shoulds, turn them into coulds by really evaluating each and every one. Why am I doing this? Do I want to do this? How can I do it in a smarter way? Then you will have glasses with a balance of these categories of time. You will be a master of your time. All right, let's summarize all these principles of holistic time management. So you let people steal your time, you let yourself waste it because you don't value time, you don't value yourself. Start by valuing you, valuing your time. Once you learn to protect your time, that's when you can work with time management. But remember, classical time management, traditional time management is not enough because that only looks at time in isolation. It works when you have taken care of everything else first, but you cannot use it directly. That's why we look at holistic time management. That's why everything falls in place. So we're taking care of the energy, the passions, and then smart ways of doing the things you really want to do. You've heard about the glass of time now. Use that metaphor whenever you need to remind yourself the time you have, and make sure that when you plan, when you lead your life, you do it in the right order. First, taking care of your needs so that you have your energy, and remember the relationship part of it. Then adding your wants, your real passions, so that you know how you really want to use your time. And then all these shoulds, turn them into coulds, things you could do, and find smart ways to do them. So if these principles really resonate with you, if you feel like, yes, this is really right for me, then look at the Holistic Time Management Masterclass. We will dive much deeper into them so you really get an introduction to how you can apply it in your life and make this work. There will always be chances for you to work even more with me, but get started with a masterclass. It'll take you a long way.